Hello everyone, I welcome you all once again in English video, and today in this video I am going to take worksheet number 24 for class 5, and in this worksheet we are going to take the previous chapter, that is your lesson number 6, the adjectives and its kind. And in this video and worksheet we are going to take part 2 of this chapter, adjectives. Alright, so before starting this video on the chapter, I would like to give you some instructions. As usual, I give to you that this worksheet will be submitted. Just listen very carefully that this worksheet will be submitted, and the submission date is 18th July 2020, that is on Saturday. Alright, now you will do this worksheet in your notebooks, in language notebooks, in very neat and clean handwriting, and this video is for the explanation and also the quick revision of the definition and kinds of adjectives. Alright, so let's get started. Now if I ask you that what do you mean by adjective, or what is an adjective, can you answer it? Now adjective, I have already told you that adjective is used to add something or some meaning to a noun or a pronoun in a sentence. Or in simple words, we can say adjectives are the words which describe a noun or a pronoun. Alright, so it means if you want to add something, or if you want to say something more about a noun or a pronoun, you can use adjectives. Alright, like in every sentence we use noun or a pronoun. So if you want to say something about that noun or a pronoun, if you want to describe that noun or pronoun, we will add or we will use adjectives before that noun or pronoun. Alright, now how or what kind of words or what kind of adjectives we use to describe a noun or a pronoun? Now we can describe noun or pronoun through adjectives in 8 different ways. And what are those 8 different ways? Those are adjective of quality, adjective of quantity, adjective of number, adjective of demonstrative adjective, interrogative adjective, possessive adjectives, distributive adjectives, and proper adjectives. Now I am going to take all these types of or kinds of adjectives one by one. So listen it very carefully. Again, in the previous video also I have explained you the kinds of adjectives, and in this video also, for your quick revision, I will be explaining you these kinds of adjectives one by one. So first is adjective of quality. Now what do you mean by adjective of quality? Quality means it can be a good also and it can be bad also of a noun or a pronoun. When we describe that what kind of noun or pronoun it is, we at that time we use adjective of quality. For example, Vikas is a tall boy. If we say that Vikas is a boy, what kind of a boy he is? Now here we are talking about tall, his height. So Vikas is a tall boy. So tall is your adjective. Next is he is an intelligent student. If I say he is a student, but what kind of student he is? He is intelligent student. This is the good quality. And if I talk about his bad quality, he is a student. What kind of student he is? He is a naughty student. So naughty is your adjective who is describing the noun student. Alright, so it doesn't mean that quality is only good. Quality can be good also and bad also. The words or the words which describe a noun or a pronoun in a sentence in a good way or a bad way is known as adjective of quality, or you can say it can be adjective of quality of that noun or a pronoun. It is a hot day. Now if I say that it is a hot day, what kind of day is it is? It is a hot day. It is a cold day. So hot and cold both are adjectives who is describing day. Alright. Next is adjective of quantity. Now what does this adjective of quantity tells you? Adjective of quantity tells the quantity of the noun, and it is usually for uncountable nouns such as non-living things. For example, you all know that what are countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns means those nouns or those basically non-living things which cannot be counted, like water, milk, all right, money. Now you will say that money is countable, right? Money is not countable, rupees is countable, all right? So if we talk about money, money will be always in uncountable, all right? So for example, if I say give the patient milk, how much? The question arises how much. Whenever we are asking a question how much for a noun, it means we are asking for the adjectives which shows the quantity. So we will add some, alright, because milk is a non-living thing and it is uncountable. So the word we will use before milk will be your adjective of quantity. So example will be give the patient some milk. So some is your adjective of quantity for the noun milk. Next example is he doesn't have enough money. Now here money is uncountable noun and enough is describing noun money. How much money? Enough money. Alright, so enough is your adjective of quantity. Next kind is adjective of number. Now as I told you before that adjective of quantity we use for describing uncountable nouns. So adjective of number is the word which describes countable nouns. Alright, the nouns which we can count are known as countable. So adjective of number tells the number, the actual number of the nouns which are countable. So for example, we can say there are 25 students in our class. Now here students is a countable noun and 25 is the exact number, all right, exact number which is describing students. So how many students? In quantity we were asking how much, and in number we are asking how many. So how many means we have to be very exact that how what is the exact number of the students. The student is the countable noun which is described by 25 adjective. Adjective is 25. So every number will fall under the adjective of number, all right? So now next is many students are playing in the basketball field. Now again here students is your noun here and it is countable, and because it is countable we are adding here many. So many, it is not a number but it is telling how many. So many, and if it is written or put before student, that is countable noun, we will take many as adjective of number. Now next is several people were complaining about the police. Now here again people is your countable noun and several also means many and many means several. So both the words will describe adjective of number for the countable noun. All right. Now next is interrogative adjective. Now interrogative, as you can understand by the word interrogative. Where do we use this word? Interrogative means question. All right. So here also interrogative adjective means that it is used to ask questions about noun or a pronoun. Now for example, what subject do you like the most? Now here the subject is your noun, and when we are putting what before the subject, that means what is your interrogative adjective. Whose wallet is on the desk? Now here whose is your interrogative adjective. How you can identify this because it is put before wallet, that is your noun. Next is which country had your uncle gone to? Now country is also a common noun and which is put before country, that is noun. That's why which is your interrogative adjective and it is used to ask the question about noun. Which country? Whose wallet? What subject? So what, whose, which are the words, are the interrogative adjectives which are used to ask question about these nouns or a pronoun. Alright. Now next is demonstrative adjective. Now what do you mean by demonstrative adjective? Now in the previous video I have explained you that demonstrative means to pointing out or to pointing out something or demonstrating something. So demonstrative means when a noun is demonstrating or pointing out something, some person or a thing, it can be noun also, pronoun also, it is demonstrative adjective. Now what are the words we use to demonstrate something, demonstrate anything? Yes, this, that, these, those, such. Alright, so these are the words or these are the demonstrative adjectives we use to demonstrate noun or a pronoun, or it can be person also, it can be thing also. For example, this is our library. Now this is demonstrative adjective because here we are talking about library. Alright, so it is showing or pointing out the library. This is our library. Next is that is my friend's house. Now here friend's house is your noun. Friend's house is a noun, or you can say thing, and that is demonstrating, it's pointing out to my friend's house. So that is your demonstrative adjective. Next is example, such a behavior will not be tolerated, said the principal. Now what do you mean by what do you understand by such here? Such means we are demonstrating or pointing out the behavior which the principal will not tolerate. Alright, so here such is your demonstrative adjective because it is pointing out a particular type of behavior. Alright, so I hope you have understood this much from these examples. Let's move on to possessive adjectives. Now possessive adjectives, as you can understood by the name only, the possessive adjectives means the belongings. All right, so the words or nouns or pronouns we use before the words which you use before nouns or pronouns which shows possession or belongings are known as possessive adjectives. For example, your house. All right, now your, his, her, are is pronoun also. These words are pronouns also, but here when we are using these words, these pronouns before a noun, it means these will be your possessive adjectives. Now if I say your house, the house is a noun, your is a pronoun. Alright, but here your is not a pronoun, we are taking it as possessive adjective because it is telling the possession, it is telling the belonging, your house. So your is your possessive adjective. His pen, pen is noun, and here we are talking about the possession of his. Whose pen? His pen. So pen is a noun and his is obviously it is a pronoun, but when we are talking about the belonging, this his is your possessive adjective. Her dress. Now dress is again here a noun, but it is followed by her. So her will be your possessive adjective. Again, our school. School is your noun and our is your pronoun. But here in this example, it is placed before a noun. So, and it is showing the belonging, our school. So are will be your possessive adjective. All right. So next move on to distributive adjectives. Now distributives, as you can understand by the word distributive, it means to distribute. So these are each, either, or every. Each, either, every. In these kind of adjectives we use when we are talking about an individual of a group, in for every individual of a group. Like in class the teacher says everybody stand up, or everybody open your notebooks. So here the class is a group, but the teacher is pointing out to each and every individual. She is talking to everyone, every children, every child, every individual. So that's why this is distributive. That means the word which points out one single or one individual in a group is known as distributive adjectives. For example, each. Each boy in this class will go out for football. Now here we are talking about the boys who all are in that class, and we are talking about every individual boy. So each is pointing out to every individual in that class. So each will be a distributive adjective. All right. Next, and last is proper adjectives. Now proper adjectives you can understand by the name only, that proper adjective means that comes from proper nouns. So France, the nationality of France is French. Japan is the nationality of Japan is Japanese. India is a country and its nationality is Indian. So these adjectives, French, Japanese, Indian, Chinese, American, these all are proper adjectives which have come from proper nouns. Now let's take the exercise 1 for today for this worksheet. Circle the adjectives in the following sentences and state their kind. Now I hope you have understood each kind properly. Now in this exercise the sentence has been given. First of all, you have to find out what are the adjectives in the sentences, and then you have to find out its kind. So in this question I have already the circle adjectives for your convenience. So you need not to do anything, but you can practice this exercise in any other notebook. From you can take examples from your or sentences from your book, of your grammar book also. Now the first is, there are 25 boys in the class. Now here first of all you have to make out which word is your adjective. So adjective, I have told you that it is just placed before noun. Basically it is just placed before noun. So here the noun is boys. So boys, before boys there is a word 25. So that means 25 is your noun. 25 is your adjective. So you will circle this adjective and then you will find out that what kind of adjective it is. Now it is 25. It is telling the exact number of the noun boys. So it will be your adjective of number. Next is, neither party has does the right thing. Now here in the sentence we are talking about which noun? We are talking about party. So party is your noun and the word placed before party is neither. That means neither will be your adjective and you will circle this word neither. Now what kind of word or what kind of adjective this word neither is? It means we are talking about many parties and we are talking about a single individual party in many parties. So this will be your distributive adjective because we are talking about individual in a group. We are pointing out an individual party in a group. So neither will be your distributive adjective. Next is, the old man put on a black coat. Now here there are two nouns. One is man and another is coat. So what kind of man he is? He is old. So this word old will be your adjective. Circle this word and then in the same line, same sentence, again the second noun is coat. So what kind of coat it was? It is black. So you will circle the word black because it is also an adjective. Now we have to find out that these two adjectives are of what kind. Are they same kind of adjectives, or are they are not same kind of adjectives? So old and black are telling the quality of these two nouns. Now old is also a quality and black is also a quality. Now remember, good quality and bad quality, all the colors fall in adjective of quality. So both, this is old, this is telling what kind of man he was, and this is telling the color of the coat, of the noun coat. So black, all the colors will fall under adjective of quality. So these both the adjectives, old and black, are your adjective of quality. Next is every man has his duties. Now again here, man is your noun and the word placed before man is every. So every is your adjective. And what kind of adjective it is? First of all, you will circle this word and then you will find out what kind of adjective it is. It is an, yes, distributive adjective. How you can say? Because here we are talking about many people, many men, but we are same time when we have used the word every, this is indicating the single individual in all. So every will be a distributive adjective. Next, fifth one is he made several mistakes. Now again, mistakes is your noun and I think it is a countable noun because we can count one mistake, two mistake, three mistakes. All right, so it is a countable noun, and this several will be, then it's, this several will be an adjective of number because the noun is countable here. So that means the word placed before this noun, it will be your adjective of number. Sixth is which book contains beautiful pictures. Now here there are two nouns in the same sentence. First of all, first one is book, second one is pictures. Now first of all we will point out the first adjective, that is a word placed before this book. It is which book. All right, so which book, that means here it is asking, this word is asking about this noun book. So it will be, when we ask with the word which asks question about a noun, is your interrogative adjective. So which will be your interrogative adjective. All right, you will do like this. And then the second word, second noun is pictures, and it is a noun, and the word placed before it is describing what kind of pictures they were. So they were beautiful pictures. Beautiful is your adjective, and what kind of adjective? Beautiful is your adjective of quality because it is telling the good quality of pictures. All right, next is Japanese goods are cheaper than English goods. Now here the goods are your noun, and these Japanese and English is telling the nationality, or you can say it has come from the proper noun. So these are your proper adjectives. Eighth is those women belong to a small village. Now here again in the same sentence there are two nouns, that first is women and second is village. Now here, but both the nouns, both the adjectives are of different kinds. How? Women is women, the noun women. Now the word placed before this women is those. That means this is pointing out this noun. So pointing out, whenever the word or the word placed before that noun is pointing out that noun, that means this is demonstrative adjective. So those, you will circle those and you will then underline, you will write those as demonstrative adjective. Now again, next is the next noun in the same sentence is village. Now village, what kind of village it was? It was small. So the word small is your adjective of quality. Adjective of quality. Quality. All right. Now next exercise is fill in the blanks with suitable adjectives. Now here children, in this exercise I have written the answers, but you can change or you can add your own words here, whichever you like. All right. Now the sentence is there, you have to change or you have to put suitable adjectives to complete the sentence, meaningful sentence. Now these mangoes have a delicious flavor. Now here delicious, I have written what kind of flavor? Delicious. This is adjective of quality. The lion is a fierce animal. You can write anything here which suits this sentence to complete the sentence. I have written fierce. This is an interesting book. Now here I have written what kind of book? Interesting. Those are dash shoes. You can say small shoes, white shoes, black shoes, nice shoes, pretty shoes. Alright, you can write like this. This is an interesting book. The weather was very hot. What kind of weather it was? It was very hot. She lived in a dash house. Now here I have written huge. You can write small, big, pretty, beautiful, whatever you want to write about this house. Whatever word you like to describe this house, you can write that word. Alright. Next is the brave soldiers protect our country. Now here soldiers is a noun, so you have to put describing word here. I have written brave. You can write any word you find suitable for this sentence or this noun soldiers. She had 12 dresses for the party. Now here again I have written 12 is the exact number. You can write any adjective you want to write, but it should suit this sentence. Next is her neighbor was very kind. Now neighbor is your noun, and here I have written a possessive noun here, that is her neighbor. This is showing the possession, the belonging. So her neighbor. Many persons were killed in the explosion. Person, here the person is a noun here, and it will be many. Here you will write only many people. Alright, it cannot be change. You will write many person were killed in the explosion. So I hope you have understood this chapter very well, and if you want to see this video, you can watch again and again till you understand very clearly. So do this work in your notebooks, very neat and clean handwriting. And till the next video, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.